Have you ever wondered why you wake up one day ready to conquer the world, and the next day you can't even convince yourself to start? Why motivation comes in sharp waves, full of energy, intensity, and purpose, and then disappears without warning? It's easy to blame yourself, to think you're lazy, undisciplined, not good enough. But what if there's a hidden reason behind your fading motivation? A reason that has nothing to do with willpower. Welcome to EDUx Talks. Today, we're uncovering the science your brain never told you. Part 1. The truth about motivation you were never taught. Motivation isn't a personality trait. It's not something you either have or don't have. Motivation is a biological system, a chemical rhythm, a brain algorithm. And just like hunger, sleep, or stress, it fluctuates. It's supposed to. But we were raised to believe motivation should be constant, to believe successful people wake up inspired every day. That's simply not true. The brain is not designed for constant motivation. It's designed for survival. And survival doesn't require you to feel excited about everything. It only requires enough energy to get by. So when your brain senses something else that needs attention, stress, fear, uncertainty, exhaustion, it quietly shuts off your motivation to protect you. Not because you're weak, but because your brain thinks it's keeping you safe. Part 2. The energy economy of the brain. Your brain is always calculating one question. Is this worth the energy? This is why you start projects passionately, new routines, new goals, new habits, and then hit a sudden wall. At the beginning, everything feels easy. Your brain gets a dopamine spike the moment you imagine the outcome, the reward, the success, the new version of you. But dopamine doesn't care about the long term. It cares about novelty. So your brain gives you a boost at the start and then takes it back as soon as the excitement fades. Not because you're failing, but because your brain has stopped seeing the task as new. This is why the beginning feels magical and the middle feels impossible. Your brain wasn't built for consistency. It was built for survival. And consistency requires going against your own wiring. Part 3. The motivation trap no one notices. Here's the real trap. We expect motivation to come before action. I'll start when I feel ready. I'll do it when I'm inspired. I'll begin once I get motivated again. But science shows the opposite is true. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. Your brain releases dopamine during progress, not before it. This means the spark you're waiting for won't come until you've already begun. Motivation is not a starter. It's a reward. And most people never discover this, so they spend their lives waiting for something that only arrives once they move. Part 4. The fear you mistake for laziness. Another hidden reason you lose motivation is fear, but not the dramatic type. It's small, quiet fear, almost invisible. Fear of failure, fear of doing things imperfectly, fear of wasting time, fear of not being good enough, fear that your effort won't lead to the life you want. When fear rises, your brain interprets it as danger and switches from growth mode to protection mode. And protection mode kills motivation instantly. Not because the task is hard, but because uncertainty feels unsafe. Your brain wants predictable outcomes, and anything outside your comfort zone feels like a threat. So it whispers, not now. Do it later. Maybe tomorrow. It's too much. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's self-defense. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you from disappointment. Part 5. The invisible weight of overload. Another hidden killer of motivation is mental overload. Every unfinished task, unsent message, unpaid bill, unread email, unresolved problem sits in your mind like a small weight. Individually harmless, together, overwhelming. Your brain wasn't built to carry infinite responsibilities. It wasn't designed to track dozens of goals, schedules, habits, and expectations. So eventually, it shuts down motivation, not because you're incapable, but because your mental load has exceeded its limit. You're not unmotivated, you're overloaded. Your brain isn't tired of your goals, it's tired of everything else. Part 6. The real reason you give up. You rarely lose motivation because the goal is too hard. You lose it because the reward feels too far away. Humans weren't built to chase distant outcomes. We evolved to focus on what helps us survive today. So when the reward is far in the future, 6 months of studying, 1 year of training, 5 years of discipline, your brain can't feel it. And what the brain can't feel, it doesn't prioritize. This is why you start strong and fade. Your brain loses sight of the reward, not because the reward is impossible, but because it feels out of reach. Motivation collapses when progress becomes invisible. Part 7. How to rebuild motivation, backed by science. If motivation is unreliable, if your brain is resistant to change, if fear and overload block your energy, then how do you stay consistent? Here's the truth. You don't fix motivation. You design around it. Here's how. Number 1, make the task smaller. Your brain loves completion. Shrink the goal until you can start without resistance. Number 2, make the reward closer. Break big goals into tiny achievements your brain can feel today. Number 3, make the beginning easy. Set up the environment so starting takes no willpower. Number 4, make the identity stronger. Don't focus on the outcome, focus on who you're becoming. Number 5, move before you're ready. Action wakes up motivation, not the other way. Don't wait for the spark. Become the spark. Part 8. The beautiful truth about motivation. Losing motivation doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. It means you're overwhelmed. It means you're afraid. It means your brain is trying to protect you. It means the goal feels far away. It means you're carrying too much alone. You don't need more discipline. You need less weight, less pressure, fewer expectations, smaller steps. Motivation isn't a fire you keep burning. It's a flame you relight again and again. And every time you do, you prove something powerful. You don't need constant motivation to build a meaningful life. You just need to take the next small step, even when the spark isn't there. Call to action. If this talk opened a new way of understanding yourself, make sure to subscribe to EDUx Talks for more insights into the psychology that shapes your life. Your motivation is not gone. It's waiting for you to move.